Oh, and there we are. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube live stream. Hello. How the hell is everybody? I hope everybody's having a great day just like me. It's Thursday night / early Friday morning. To me, it's Thursday. To others, it might be Friday, but I just got home from work, had a couple of chores to knock out. I do apologize for the late arrival of the stream. Doing the water change on my fish tank took a little longer than I thought. It is what it is. But we're here. We're back at it again. We have plenty of topics to cover here today. But we're going to cover, obviously, the big three first. Any new members coming through or any new potential members coming through, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. Help the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube community gain a little bit of visibility here on this beautiful YouTube platform. It is a very, very big, shocking surprise. I have 300 followers in the Blackfire Technical Analysis community, and I just can't seem to get them to transfer over and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So if you're seeing this and you're part of the Blackfire Technical Analysis community and you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, do a homie a favor, swing on over to the official YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. Without further ado, we're going to hop right into this bad boy today. We're going to start off with Mr. NASDAQ. Always, we do see price action breaking resistance once again, but it ties in with a little bit of a rejection of the 21 exponential. We did see price action sail all the way up to the next resistance here at around 14,990, right perfectly in line with that 21 exponential that we've been paying attention to so closely. And boom. Yeah, we did technically take out, a resistance point right here based off this prior low. We do have a lot of touch points here confirming this region as support before flipping to new resistance here. And then boom, we got a nice little breakthrough, candle closure above. So what I'm going to be looking for here is maybe a little bit of consolidation, at least on the shorter term time frames here with the daily time frame. I will be looking for this region here to confirm as new tentative support. Again, we got to remember, just because we see price action break a resistance does not fully confirm it as new tentative support. Right, we want to see that secondary confirmation, that secondary candle closure above this, resistance to confirm it as new tentative support before I'm convinced of anything. However, the way I'm looking at this is, yeah, we do have potential to see a lower high here. We are coming off of new lows in the general market as a whole after this downtrend. Again, from the the micro perspective. Yeah, you could definitely say, oh, Brian, it's not a long-term downtrend, it's a long-term uptrend. Yes, that is extremely valid here, but, as far as the case that I'm building is concerned, we are still in the context of a daily downtrend until proven otherwise, and the only proof otherwise would be a full reversal to a new high above this resistance here at 15,330. Right until then, I have my bearish goggles on. I have my skepticism in place as far as the potential bullish reversal with this asset, especially as long as price action remains below that 21 exponential. And then we saw a pretty nice rejection of that 21 exponential here today. Obviously, still closing green, still closing above the red 10 simple here. But look, this is where it starts to kind of play with me a little bit, right? We got a break of the red 10 simple here, but that red 10 simple still remains vastly negative. We don't even see a little bit of a push up as far as bullish pressure is concerned from that red 10 simple, only on the 21 exponential. So there's a little bit of sign of concern in my perspective for the potential to see a lower high print here. If we do confirm a lower high anywhere below this target here at 15,330, I will be looking for continuation to new lows all the way down at 14,200 bucks here. This horizontal support level here identified. And in my opinion, that would be a soft touch, right? The more touches a horizontal support or resistance has, in my opinion, the more the more historically relevant it becomes. And we do see with this horizontal support level right here, we don't even have support history, only resistance history before breaking it to those new all-time highs in the past here. So this is a very weak support, in my opinion. Yes, I would look for contact. I would look for a potential bounce, but at the end of the day, maybe a little bit lower is realistically what I would be looking for. I'd actually be looking for moves all the way down to 14,020. Now that I look at it a little bit closer here, that is a potential target to the downside. Again, if and only if we confirm downtrend continuation. Now, if we close above that 21 exponential here, things might get a little bit juicy here. I still would have that bearish perspective, but I would be, generally moving my target to the upside of 15,325 here, or the prior high, the prior lower high structure right here. But until then, yes, we are technically on new highs, but I'm looking at this high right here as a very inconsequential high here. This high doesn't mean jack shit as far as reversals are concerned, in my personal opinion. And until we take out the prior high right here, I'm going to be looking for lower high structures and potentially new lows. We do see stochastics here, nice incline, definitely looking like a pretty decent buy signal, but it is coming off of new lows. We do have a little bit of a trend line to be in consideration here for NASDAQ. Boom. It works. It's got 3 touches. It's valid in my opinion. It found support. And now we're seeing a reaction off of that region here. We do see stochastics kind of flailing a little bit, right? Yeah, and you see how small this RSI top call is. This is one of the reasons why I'm looking at this high here as basically inconsequential here. Looking at the prior high as a more major and more significantly relevant high to be in consideration here. If we're going to be looking for any kind of bullish reversal formation, I am going to be looking for RSI to continue back above the 50 read and accomplish new highs above this top right here that was printed on the 23rd of September. And again, until that condition is met, I have to remain skeptical, and I have to stick with my rule set here. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend, and the trend is still to the downside. There is no argument that you can tell to me that would convince me otherwise. And until proven otherwise, that's my disposition. SPY futures, kind of the same thing here. We do see a little bit of, an open, currently above the 21 exponential, but again, that fucking red 10 simple being negative does not bode well in my opinion. We do have, a little bit of a low structure launching price action, but back above resistance here. I will be looking for this candle to close above resistance potentially here, at which point I would be looking for a targeted move back up to this region here at 44.45 spot 75. But again, until we print new highs, I'm not going to be calling any kind of potential reversal formation here on the daily time frame for any of the big three until that fundamental factor is proven here. But looking at stochastics, it does look a lot healthier in my opinion than the NASDAQ here. We do see a higher low confirmed on the stochastics here with a breach of the top side of the bearish control zone back into the bearish neutral zone, looking like it wants to achieve new highs. So there are some pointers for the bullish perspective here. If we do see a candle close above the 21, don't be fooled. No, maybe be fooled. Maybe we got a low. Yeah, we did close up. Holy shit. When you zoom that out a little bit and you have that, kind of crushed, it kind of doesn't look like we closed above the 21 here. But look at this. We did see an open, a nice break of the 21 here, barely, but it's enough to be considered a break of the 21 exponential, especially seeing it hold a support at the current moment in time. If I was looking at this, man, I'd be looking for potential positions on this candlestick closure here today. Again, anytime I see an edge, whether I'm bullish or bearish, anytime I see an edge, I fucking take that edge. Obviously, it's not, the strongest edge in my opinion, but nonetheless, my rule book says if you identify an edge, take the goddamn edge, and we do have a potential edge in formation here. And again, in correlation with the stochastics here, looking like it might be a decent buy signal here with at a bare minimum, a bullish push to the next resistance here at 44.45. RSI flatlining against the the 50 read here. I don't look at that as a bullish a bullish signal until at least we break the 50 read. That'll be our signal here potentially for a buy signal. I do like the positive slope on the exponential right now. That does signify a little bit of a lift of momentum from a moving average perspective here. Give me 1 second. I need some water. I got a message. I have a feeling that a couple of people might be watching. I do apologize. It says I have no viewers. It is what it is. If you're watching, you're dropping comments or anything like that, I'm not getting anything from my end right now. I'm not getting any reactions or anything like that. So if you're dropping comments and I'm not seeing them, I do apologize. But we're going to go ahead and go back. to price action here. Very, very simple stuff in my opinion. Yeah, a secondary candle closure above the 21 would lead me to believe that the momentum is heavy enough, in my opinion, to push price action to the prior lower high here, right around 44.45. Any closure above that region here would signify a legitimate change of behavior, at least from a bullish perspective, in my opinion. And I would be looking for price action to move a little bit further to the upside, maybe to this region here. Yeah, 44.77 would be my next tentative target. We do have confirmed resistant touch points here, so this is a valid horizontal resistance line, and I would be looking for price action to move that target if we do confirm a change of behavior, and likely, in my opinion, higher. We do see a little bit of a lift in momentum, at least from a stochastic perspective here. RSI looking a little less convincing, in my opinion, but we still have plenty of time in today's candle here. But on the contrary, if we confirm another lower high here, I'll be targeting lows. Oh boy! Oh, I'd be targeting new lows all the way down to this region here. I'm trying to get used to the hotkeys here. I'd be looking for actually we see wicks touching that region here, but from a candle body perspective, I'd be looking for moves all the way down to 42.61, spot 75, give or take a few bucks here. If we do in fact see a lower high confirmed within this region here, and again, any lower high confirmed below this resistance level here is classified as a lower high from my perspective. And I would have no choice but to target new lows as a result here. And again, look at the momentum here, right? Yeah, well, we do have a potential edge to be identified. We also have to consider the strength of that edge, and the strength of that edge, in my opinion, not so good right now. Yeah, we do see a little bit of a lift on that 21 exponential, like the pressure is pushing that 21 exponential to the upside, but look at the red 10 simple still traveling to the downside. So there are a couple of things to be in consideration of. Just pay attention to price action, manage your risk. If you do decide to enter any positions on SPY future stocks that are curling above that 21 exponential and confirming, be wary that yes, we are still in a tentative downtrend until proven otherwise, and the only point at which we will be proven otherwise would be a candle closure back above 44.45 here. Moving on to Dow Jones Industrial here, same thing. We do have that initial gap up back above the 21 exponential here. I would be looking for a secondary candle closure back above the 21 exponential for me to be convinced that this one's going to achieve new highs above this resistance here. But look at momentum. Momentum looks really good in my opinion for this one here. We do have a higher low confirmed on stochastics. We do see the exponential being forced back to a positive stature here, and our stochastics line going for that 50 read here, and RSI at the same time here, confirming above the 50 read as well. We could technically still reject this. Yes, we could, but seeing continuation coming into tomorrow's candle could be a very good indication for potential bullish reversal here. And again, I won't be screaming bullish reversal until we confirm a new high, which is any break of this resistance here at 34.9. That'd be maybe 34.850. Maybe that's a little bit of a better price to I'd say 34.850 here is kind of the price target that I'd be looking at. But rounded up, 34.900 is kind of the target I'd be looking at. Any candle closure above that region, I'd target the next move all the way up to 35.150 and likely higher, in my opinion, as I do believe if we do confirm a candle closure above the last high here. I'm on YouTube. Give me 1 second, everybody. I gotta get this link because I know I'm live. Okay, coming back to price action here. I do apologize for that, everybody. Just trying to deal with a couple of technical issues right now. Again, it says I have 0 viewers. I'm not sure. From my end, it says I'm live. It says everything is good to go. I don't know if anybody's having any issues. Hit me in the Blackfire Technical Analysis chats. But if you're seeing the video, then you're not having issues. And you're probably not gonna. Oh, there's a viewer. There we go. Maybe the issues are resolved. We have the viewer. So looking at Dow Jones Industrial here, it's the same disposition as the other two. Yeah, we do have a potential to see a reversal style formation here, but until I see new highs confirmed on price action here, I'm going to remain a little bit skeptical for a potential to see lower highs print and confirm. If we do confirm a lower high here, I'll be targeting new lows all the way down to 33,440. There we go. We got our first viewer. And until proven otherwise, again, which would be a confirmation of a new high, I'm going to be looking at that with that perspective here. Technically, we are in a consolidation phase here from a Dow Jones Industrial Average perspective, but that could be coming to an end very quickly. Looking at the US dollar index, what do we see? A little bit of boring price action, but we saw a little bit of a sell-off here. Test the red 10 simple, and now we're seeing a little bit of a candle back to the upside. We do see a shift in momentum here with our stochastics crossing back above the exponential. This is kind of what we were looking for in yesterday's stream here. So I still believe this one goes to new highs, especially after confirming a higher low within the structure here. And I'll still be targeting the top side region here at 95.2 until proven otherwise. And the only thing that would prove me otherwise here would be a daily change of behavior with an open enclosure back below 93.78, at which point I would be targeting moves all the way down to this region here, 92.99. We'll just call it 93 even. RSI looking like it wants to breach the bottom side of the bullish control zone once again. Very nice uptrend structure. I don't know where my freaking trend lines keep going. Looks like all of my trend lines here have been deleted. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but there we go. We do have an uptrend structure here from an RSI perspective. Very, very, very juicy stuff here. Definitely indicative of that long-term bullish reversal structure that I've been talking about for such a long time here. And any candle closure back above this region, we could open another target here because technically from a daily perspective, this is the last target that we have for confirmation of that full-on bullish reversal formation here at 94.58. But I would be very confident that this one soars to the next target here, 95.20, if we do confirm a new high and close on new highs above that region here. I would also be looking for volatility to expand at some point. We are still seeing that contraction phase play out, definitely telling us that the climax of that contraction phase is somewhere around the middle of November. Again, it doesn't have to play out at that exact date on the 14th exactly. I'm not saying that at all. All this is telling me is that, hey, something big is likely to occur between now and that climax point. So, be very aware of the U.S. dollar index because, again, this one booming to the upside tells me that stocks might continue to decline here. And in my opinion, won't bode well for the general stock market. Moving on to Bitcoin here. A little bit boring price action, hit that resistance, sold off a little bit, but we got our secondary candle closure back above that support region here to confirm it as new tentative support. This is close enough to be considered a test of support. Not out of the question to see a little bit of a cross action here from a stochastics perspective, but at the end of the day, I'm still looking for continuation and new highs here. I am going to be targeting 59,400. I got the wrong color. What the fuck? I'll be targeting 59,400 or this prior high here, especially if we see a soft closure above this resistance level here. We are using it as resistance, but I do believe price action, has a possibility to even break back into this blue box territory all the way down to 50,000 bucks even, potentially confirm a higher low structure. Again, we do have a change of behavior confirmed and uptrend continuation confirmed on the daily time frame. Again, where this was a downtrend, right? And this is why it's so crucial to pay attention to the general trend as a whole. And I've been mentioning that this could be a macro downtrend, but the downtrend that we were paying attention to was a micro downtrend, right? We saw that micro downtrend actually result in a macro higher low, sending price action to new highs, confirming that change of behavior and confirming a legitimate uptrend here. Now, that's not to say that it isn't possible to see full rejection from this point and confirm that that big bad bear market that we've been talking about for quite some time for crypto. But that's not looking likely in my opinion. It's actually looking likely that a little bit of a soft pullback is kind of to be the next move here. Maybe even a 49,900 to basically test the red 10 simple. Maybe even a test of the 21 exponential here before confirming a higher low structure and booming to new highs. For now, I'm just waiting for confirmation of one of the following here. A higher low structure in any region above the 21 exponential, or a confirmed clean break back above this resistance at 55,700. Again, with that condition being met, I would look for the next resistance to the upside as a potential target. Somewhere around 59,400 would be my tentative target, and that is my disposition unless we see full-blown reversal back below the 21, confirming a break, right? If we do get that condition, I will be targeting new lows, especially below this low here, actually to the next target to the downside at 38,100. But that, in my opinion, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just my speculative opinion, and my speculative opinion is this is actually pretty bullish right now, and I will be looking for continuation on Bitcoin here. Moving on, I do believe it is time. Where are the fucking comments? Let's check out the Hall of Fame. Yeah, pressure to the downside still. Red 10 symbol gaining more negative momentum here. Back testing it, rejecting it once again. We've seen this a couple of times here in the past few days. My general disposition has not changed. I am still looking for targeted moves down to the $2.40 region here. Bearish as fuck. This is bearish as fuck in my opinion. Stochastics confirming a drastically new low here. A nice little soft cross up does not necessarily mean I'm looking for a bullish momentous swing again. Just because you see a cross up does not mean it's a fucking buy signal every single time. Please understand that you have to look at the general trend as a whole to get kind of an idea of what what those crosses mean in those critical regions here. We do have collapsing volatility as well. Actually, in this, it looks like the single digits. Yeah, absolutely crushed in the single digits right now. So, maybe things cool down for a little while. Maybe we continue to consolidate in this tight range as it has been consolidating for about 5 or 6 days now. The general disposition is this. A break above $2.75, I would look for a targeted move to the blue box territory right around $3.05. However, with all the pressure on this support level here, I am going to be looking for a break. Any closure below there, price action likely goes to that $2.42 target and likely lower here. I do have the next support line identified here in that blue box territory, but I do believe if price enters this blue box territory, anywhere in this blue box territory is free game. We do see RSI again. This is another clear indication that the pressure is not to the upside here. We have this little soft bounce already back down to that horizontal diagonal up trend line here from an RSI perspective. The exponential is still vastly negative. We saw a little tick up, boom, right back down. That's not a good sign here from an RSI perspective. I'm very bearish on this one. Again, until we break back above that 21 exponential, I'm going to be targeting the downside here for the Hall of Fame. We're going to go ahead and move on to PepsiCo. It does feel like this one's going to be a little bit shorter of a stream here today, but we're going to go see PepsiCo real quick. Wonder what that's going on. Oh yeah, you got yourself a trade, buddy. I'm going to be looking for continuation here. Maybe a pullback. That would not be out of the question to see a pullback to this support level here, but this is confirmed as support with that secondary candle closure back above, and we do have a confirmed 21 exponential trade here. This is the kind of shit that I'm looking for on those 21 trades, right? We did see Dow Jones breaking back above the 21 here, but it's not convincing enough. This is fucking convincing here. We do see the red 10 simple, boom, back to the upside. The 21 exponential, boom, back to the upside. Secondary candle closure, back above the 21 and confirming new support. We have signals from the bullish perspective for days. RSI, back above the 50 read, confirming new highs. Boom, exponential, positive, boom. Stochastics, boom, new highs. Outside of the bearish control zone, we're going to get these lines plotted real quick. Boom. Boom. And I'm a little bit of a coordinate freak here. I like them to be exactly where I want them to be. 35, 50, and 65. Boom. Yep, back above the bearish control zone here. I do believe you got your full-blown signal confirmed today. Again, that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I am not telling you to take a position or a trade. But from my perspective, if I was trading PepsiCo, which I'm not, I would absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, enter in a position at your earliest convenience here. This is momentous as fuck. I do like the reaction here. Again, a soft pullback. This does look like a little bit of a rejection here. I would be looking for a soft pullback, maybe all the way back down to 154.27. And that right there, in my opinion, would be a perfect entry point here. Mitigating your risk, 2% off the 21 exponential here. And I would wait for a bounce off that region and start taking profits at each level to the upside. We're going to have to get our Fibonacci extensions here put on the chart here because I do believe this is valid. So we're going to go and boop, boop, boop. Oh, yeah. For this one, maybe we go a little bit more. Maybe we go a little bit more. No, that's the structure. That's the fucking structure here. So, as far as all-time highs are concerned, if we see an open and closure above the all-time high to confirm a new all-time high and a confirmed breakout point above the 158.84 resistance, maybe it's like more like 160. Yeah, 158.95. Any closure above there, I would look for a retest to confirm it as support, at which point I would look for an absolutely explosive bull run all the way up to the 1.272 Fibonacci extension target at 167.10. Obviously, this being a very, very, very big point of area of interest here for price action, I would look for pullbacks upon seeing that target getting met. Very, very nice. This one's definitely looking very bullish in my opinion. And unless we see some kind of flash crash back below that 21 exponential, I think this one continues to the upside, expanding volatility off the lows here, and these are considered a macro. And this is what I want to remind you guys of. Yes, this was a downtrend here, but this was a micro downtrend, right? Things get a little scary when we're talking about micro downtrends because they can indeed lead to macro downtrends. But guess what? This one confirmed a higher macro higher low here, and boom, exploded here. Again, when in doubt, pull out. Just because I focus a lot on the micro does not mean that the macro is not to be considered. I look at the macro because it affects how I trade from a day-to-day basis. But when I want to get information, man, you got to pull that chart out. You got to see what is really going on here. And when you pull this chart out, man, this one's looking pretty bullish. Pepsi's looking pretty good, you guys. And that's just my opinion. We're going to go check out MMAT. I'm pretty sure we got it confirmed above the 21. No, we got a break of the 21, but it doesn't mean shit until we see a secondary candle closure. Actually, maybe... Oh, we got some bullish divergence here. And see, and this is one of those confusing charts where you're like, all right, we got a couple of bullish perspectives and we got a couple of bearish perspectives. Bearish perspective number one, we do have new lows confirmed on stochastics. I don't fucking like that. I don't like that at all. And we do have a little bit more of a confirmed break below the top side of the bearish control zone than this read here. This one actually kind of dipped a little bit, divvy back up, confirmed a lower high. Now we're confirming new lows on stochastics. I don't like that, but what I do like here is RSI confirming bullish divergence off the 50 read here, and looking for potential continuation. Technically it's a new low, but again, bullish divergence is what? A higher low while a higher low on price action while RSI confirms a new low. I like that. So maybe we see something similar here play out on stochastics. That would not be out of the question. I do believe it needs a little bit more time to come to fruition. Not only that, but we have some expansion of volatility here. So things might get a little bit violent and volatile here, especially if this confirms a higher low and continues. MMAT, for me to be convinced that this is a legitimized higher low, not only do I need to see a secondary candle closure back above the 21, but for comfort levels, for comfort reasons, I want to see price action above that red 10 simple here. That will give me confidence of the move. And if that condition is met and confirmed, I will be looking for a retest of the current resistance all the way at 6.36. But coming off of a higher low, that potentially sends price action a little bit higher, in my opinion, unless we reject the 21 coming into tomorrow. And if we do, and we see a break below this region here at $4.80, that whole disposition from the bullish perspective goes out the fucking window, in my opinion, as I would be targeting moves all the way down to new lows at $3.62. Those are my perspectives for MMAT. Let's move on. Fubo. Haven't done Fubo in, what, a day? Ooh, oh shit, dog. All right, again, another one of those instances where it's like, well, yeah, we could have a, we could have a macro higher low. But we are in an ascending triangle formation, and you know, typically speaking, ascending triangle formations do not bode well from the bullish perspective. It's statistically probable. Not saying it's going to happen like that, but looking at price action here, we do have a higher low. Again, a macro higher low in conjunction with the prior low, coming off of this micro downtrend here, back above resistance, I think, or right on resistance, barely above resistance. But look, you know, rejecting the 21 exponential here, did we confirm any kind of top? Yeah, technically closing on new highs, definitely, you know, definitely in consideration. I wouldn't consider that a macro high. I'd actually be looking for this high right here, to be quite honest with you. Give or take it, I'd be comfortable with saying, you know, a closure back above that 21 exponential. I would be looking for a move all the way up to, look at that, the top side of the triangle here, 28 spot 28. However, if we continue to reject that 21 exponential, I'm going to be looking for that pressure to break this ascending triangle formation here. A couple of pointers to the bulls. We do have RSI crossing back above that exponential, forcing it to a negative slope, coming off of a legitimized uptrend line here, holding that region as support. I do like the momentum there. Stochastics giving you, you know, a buy signal, if I can open it, confirming a little bit of a buy signal and a little bit of an uptrend line. Oh my gosh! Oh boy! Oh boy! It's a weak uptrend line, but it is an uptrend line. Nonetheless, it does have a positive slope, so that is something to take into consideration. We do have a little bit of a fresh cross back into the bearish control zone. Watch that triangle. I think this price action remains a little bit boring until that triangle formation breaks either to the upside or to the downside. And I don't really play with targeted moves. I play everything level by level. Yes, we did close above this resistance barely, so I will be looking for a little bit of a open and closure back above this region to confirm it as support. And if that condition is met, I will look for that move to that 28-28 region. Again, however, if we reject, I'm going to be looking at this low here, which is underneath that triangle formation. It's 22 spot 95. Any closure below that region, which I will mark off right now because it is a tentative support. Any closure below 22 spot 90, I will look for a move to 20 spot 75 and likely much lower. Again, you guys know how, you know, measured moves work. I'm not going to take a measured move. I do play it level by level, but I would start targeting levels much lower if this formation breaks to the downside here. And that's where I'm going to leave Fubo. BBIG, now that one I haven't done in quite some time. Let's see what it says. Oh no, motherfucker, what are you doing? Oh, I can't type today. I really can't type today. Give me 1 second, everybody. What I do with my shit? What I do with my shit? Bad. This one's bad. This one's confirming a new low without bullish divergence. Stochastics is absolutely being maintained in the bearish critical zone here, confirming new lows once again. This one doesn't look good, you guys. BBIG popped back up, hit the red 10 simple, hit resistance, boom, swift rejection. I'm going to be looking for moves back down to new lows. I'm actually going to be targeting this region here at $4.55. This one is not looking juicy right now. This one looks like it still wants to decline. And actually, you know what? Boom. We're gonna get some new horizontals on this bad boy right now because I do think it's relevant, and I don't want you guys to say I can't see it. Look at that. Yeah, I'm looking for continuation, man. To be quite honest with you, I mean, it's not exciting unless you're in a short position here, but this one does not look like it wants to structurally succeed. I'd actually be moving targets all the way down to $3.85 first. That would be my next tentative target here. Again, RSI breaking down absolutely below the 50 read here. Here's your first low, a reattempt of the exponential here. Rejection, break of the 50 read, new low. I would be looking for a little bit of a move up, possibly. But at the end of the day, look at that swift rejection. We hit the red 10 simple, and boom, sold off. Pretty. I don't know. Why does it say it's up 6%? Is that, oh, we gapped up, that's why. We saw a little bit of a gap up. Closure here. Yeah, it's 6%. Doesn't fucking look like 6%, but it's definitely a 6% increase, so, you know, good on you if you took a little bit of a trade off that low, but It got rejected, man. It hit resistance. Boom. It confirmed it as resistance once again. It perfectly lined up at that red 10 simple. And you know, you don't like to see when price action moves up to the red 10 simple, you know, during a during a decline, and they get rejected swiftly. It'd be a little less of a gut wrench punch, in my opinion, if it hit the 21 and rejected, but it hit the fucking red 10 simple and rejected. So I am going to be looking for moves at a bare minimum, first and foremost, back to this low here at $4.94. If that region breaks here, I think this one swiftly declines to $3.85, unless proven otherwise. And the only proof otherwise would be a full recovery and continuation back above this resistance, at which point, yeah, you could argue we do have a little bit of a potential macro higher low, potentially in formation. This low here is a little bit insignificant, a little inconsequential, but it's consequential as far as this resistance is concerned, because this is the resistance where that low is setting, right? So, you know, taking out that resistance, if you want to see a macro higher low, is vitally important from the bullish perspective, in my opinion. And from a conservative standpoint, obviously, I would want to see an open and closure back above the 21 exponential before I'm convinced the next target to move up to like $7.50 here. Until that is proven, I'm looking at this as rejection, and I'm going to be looking a little bit lower. Regardless of the the momentum direction here. We're coming off of new lows, not only on stochastics, but on RSI as well, and on price action without any divergence. So I'm going to be looking lower for that one. ADA, Cardano. This is going to be the last one for the night, unless I get some kind of request in the comment section below. No, that's AMC. Where is my Cardano? What is my Cardano? Where is it? What the fuck? There it is. Back above the 21, testing it currently. I'd say, if we close above, I would be looking for a target to move back to this region here, $2.33 first and foremost. But we are coming off of a little bit of an uptrend, confirming new highs at the current moment in time. I would look at this as a little bit of a significant high. What I don't like is the curling over of momentum here from an stochastics perspective. Technically an uptrend formation, yes, back above the 50 read. Maybe we see a little bit of a pullback into the 50 read, but I'd be more confident in saying that when the candle closes. If we do get that secondary candle closure above that 21 exponential, I would look for moves up, but I don't like the momentum slide here on the 21. It's not looking like it's strong, right? It doesn't look like strengthy momentum, in my opinion, and we're not even getting volatility expansion. Yeah, Bitcoin is doing its thing, and some of the altcoins are kind of laggarding behind. This being one of them, not confirming extreme new highs. Like this blue resistance here is kind of the confirming factor, in my opinion. Closures above this will convince me that this one's looking for another run up. Maybe to like $2.45 would be my next target here if we confirm a closure above the 21. But again, this is kind of one of those formations where it's like it's not doing what Bitcoin's doing, so it's kind of doing its own thing, or it's doing what Bitcoin's doing, but it's doing it at a much slower pace here with a lack of momentum. I don't like RSI either, potentially rejecting that 50 read. We're above it. I don't know on that one, man. Maybe it breaks, maybe it doesn't. To be quite honest with you, I'd pay attention to that 21 exponential here and see if we get that secondary candle closure above. I do believe that'll be the contributing factor here to whether or not this one continues or not. If we don't, and we confirm it as resistance once again, I'll be looking for a move all the way back down to $2.20 and maybe lower. This one consolidating for quite some time. Yeah, we do have two levels here to consider for Cardano here, and I'm going to highlight them real bright for you guys to see. Only two levels I'm looking at is $2.33 and $2.20. A break below $2.20, I say price action goes all the way down to the current low at $1.98. And a break above $2.33, I'll look for the next resistance here at $2.42 and likely higher for Cardano. No requests on the comments. That's going to do it for the stream today. It is a little bit of a shorter stream, but it is what it is. Thanks for being here, everybody. Those of you that watched, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell, especially if you are new. And if you're not new, just smack that like button, tick that little bell, get the notifications. It helps the visibility of the YouTube channel. It gives me a little bit more of a chance to potentially accumulate some more followers here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. And that's going to do it for today. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I said fucking Wednesday. What is my problem? Happy Thursday. And until next time, everybody, you know what it is. And you know always what it is. Stay safe. Stay happy. Stay healthy.